What's going on, my ninjas? It's your boy Zakkurye, the Hokage. I've got some serious tips whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro preparing for the Capcom Pro Tour. So grab your controller and notepad and take some notes. In this video, I want to talk about normals. Here's an exercise I want you guys to check out. In training mode, pick Ryu for player 1 against Ryu in player 2. Set stun to off and block to none. As player 1, walk toward player 2, finding the exact max range for a far standing light punch to connect. Repeat this sequence 10 times. So you're going to hit them, walk away, walk back in, and repeat. Now if you miss, start back at 1 rep. The goal of this exercise is to train your brain to understand when exactly each normal is going to hit. If you miss, start back at 1 rep. Now that's for my beginners. Now for my elite players out there, for those players out there who actually want to compete at events, do this same exercise, but you're going to do it 100 times.
Oh, hell no.
For every single far standing, crouching, and unique normal. I like to call this technique the Hokage 100 strikes.
Believe it!
Now, before I actually get into the Hokage 100 strike, it's actually backed up by science. But before we get into that, don't limit yourself to just Ryu. Try this exercise with different characters to understand their normals range. You can even set the opponent to crouch block, noticing how the max range on some of these normals increases or others whiff entirely. Understanding these nuances will give you an edge in your matches. So what's the purpose of this workout? By mastering the range of your normals, you gain confidence in maneuvering within and outside of their effective range. If you're outside of your opponent's farthest reaching normal, how can they hit you? What risk will they need to take? These questions will be answered as you progress and dive deeper into the game's systems. Now let's dive into the neuroscience behind this exercise. When you practice these normals 100 times, you're building muscle memory in your brain. The more you repeat an action, the faster your brain adapts to it. Scientifically, this process is called neuroplasticity. According to studies, repetitive practice strengthens the connections between your brain cells, making it easier for information to flow. So the more you practice a specific technique, the more efficient your brain becomes at executing it. And guess what? The brain doesn't differentiate between virtual practice and real life execution. So all those hours you spend in training mode will pay off in real matches. That is the cheat code. But it's not just your brain that benefits from practicing normals, guys. Your muscles get in the action too. So as you repeat these movements, your brain sends signals to your muscles telling them to contract in specific ways. So over time, these muscles adapt and become stronger, allowing you to land these normals more consistently in matches. And it gets even better, bro. Practicing these normals 100 times isn't just about building muscle memory. It's about building confidence. It's about eliminating the fear of whether your attacks will land. It's about honing your skills in the neutral game and dominating your opponents. And before we end, I want to emphasize one important thing, my ninjas. It's not about the views or the numbers for me. My true purpose is to help you become the best fighting game player you can be. Whether I'm reaching thousands or just a handful of dedicated fighters, the satisfaction personally comes from knowing that I've made a positive impact on your journey. That's gonna do it for me. Guys, with the motto, take care of yourself, make sure to have a goddamn good one.